So this morning I want to read from Lamentations 3:22 to 24, which says, "The faithful love of the Lord never ends. His mercies never cease. Great is his faithfulness. His mercies begin afresh each morning. I say to myself, the Lord is my inheritance. Therefore I will hope in him." And today I'm just grateful for the faithful love of God. you know, I'm great, like God says, yeah, great is his faithfulness. And every morning we start out together in prayer, and we start out with this opportunity to worship the Lord every day. And the author tells us here, and this is so important, this is such an important thing for us to remember every day that we wake up. He says his mercies begin afresh each morning, right? And that is so true, because that means that every morning that we wake up, we've gotten the opportunity again for God to show us his mercy, But the thing about it is that we have to open up our eyes and see it, you know. We have to wake up, and we have to look around and realize that how lucky we are to be here. How merciful God was to give us this opportunity to even be here in this room this morning, you know. Um, The faithful love of the Lord never ends. His mercies never cease. So whether we hear or not, somebody can be here to receive his mercy. Somebody can be here to receive his faithfulness. And that is us having confidence in God's will. His will and his word. This is his word right now telling us that, hey, this thing will never end, with or without you. So whenever for a second you feel down, or whenever for a second you think that, like, God ain't hearing you, or he ain't looking at you, and like some verses in the Bible is remind us every single time, that, listen, God have a job to do and he does it. You know, if something that you was praying for, you don't receive right then and there, like, it's timing, or maybe it wasn't for you. But you have to accept that as one of his mercies. You have to accept that as, hey, this right here was something that God wanted to happen to me, or this is something that God didn't want me to have. This was something that God was rescuing me from, because you have to have that faith and that confidence and that belief that he is faithful to his word, and that your mercies began this morning when you opened up your eyes. So if something that you was expecting doesn't come true, hey, thank God, because he was merciful enough not to give it to me because it may have harmed me. If something does come true, thank God for putting mercy on me and allowing me to be alive to receive this gift, to receive these gifts. But at the end of the day, we have to just thank God for his faithfulness and his mercy every day, because the author does tell us here, and like I can say again, his mercies begin afresh each morning. And he says to the end of it, he says, "The Lord is my inheritance, therefore I will hope in him." I even have to look up what the Hebrew word is for inheritance to get a little bit more meaning of that. I'll talk about it tomorrow, because I didn't quite understand exactly what he meant by that, but I also know that sometimes these things get lost in translation. So thank you everyone for the opportunity to speak. And Carrie, and I will relinquish my mic to Sister Ijeli or Sister India.